Hey everybody, it is nostalgia time once again, and welcome to our 50th episode as we continue the Packard Bell eMachines mini-series. We have 10 more eMachines that we're going to be taking a look at. We have the M2350, the W2646, the EL1300G, the T1090, this 140 thing, the EL1210, the E528, the T6216, the W3052, and an XP restore disc from 2005, which I'm guessing already it's going to be Service Pack 2. So, with that said, let's go ahead and turn them all on and get started. And I can already tell that one of them has Windows Vista and 7. The eMachines EL looks like it's doing the standard XP setup sequence. Here, let me go ahead and start the rest of them. Alright, these two say press R to install recovery partition. Alright, let's see, there's a few of them I missed. This says full system recovery, factory reconditioned, everything will be lost. Do you want to proceed? Yes. The CD will now start the eMachine system recovery menu. Press Q to abort. And one of them has an Acer-like menu right here. This is going to be in English. And we will restore the system to the factory settings, and we'll hit next. And now it begins. And this gives unknown partition because this is a brand new hard drive. So this one's in quite a different resolution than it usually is. It's like I can't see like the complete picture. I guess the E528 is Windows 7, I can tell. We're going to completely restore the operating system. We'll see if it shows a drive setup of any sorts. We're going to restore Windows XP, and this one will do the same thing. Yes, I want to proceed with the restore. Your computer is not responding. Incorrect system type. Restore canceled. Well, let's give it a... So it looks like this one says incorrect system type. So I suppose these T1090 discs have some sort of hardware locks on them. So that's what I believe is the case. So unfortunately that is a fail. So we'll turn that off. So I guess now we're just down to 9. There's one more that already says. Oh, this one timed out. This one timed out. So hit 1. Yes, I want this restore to go. And there's another one right here that says press R to create recovery media, and one of them's already asking for the next disk. Here we go. This one right here is asking for disk 2. So let's insert that disk now. So this one's taken quite a while to start. But again, this is an eMachines OEM, so a lot of the stuff here is going to take quite a while to actually go. And there we go. We have a winner. The XP 2005 disc is done. So, take a look at what this has got, and it doesn't look like it's got anything exciting. It's just got Adobe Reader 6, and yeah, that's really all this thing has. It's just your typical copy of XP, but except it's got other stuff along with it. So there we go. We have a winner. But now I need to go over and repair the controller on these two. So I need to go over and update the mass storage on both of these. Actually, it looks like now we have 3 of them going to out of box, and I see that weirdly resized one is done. We'll hit restart. And these 2 are ready to set up. Oh, it sounds great with these 2 in unison. Thank you for purchasing this computer from eMachines. Let's set up your computer. And of course, US is, of course, a country here. This is XP Home. Yes, I accept the terms. Oh yeah, I have to accept both of them before proceeding. Yeah, sure, even though it doesn't work anymore. Yes, I accept these terms and conditions. And here was the problem we had with one of the eMachines last time, where it got stuck on this computer's name portion and it wouldn't let us continue any further. And I see the 140 is also at its out of box. This is actually a UK copy, but I'm gonna set everything to United States. I'm gonna set everything to United States. And alright, we'll skip that one. We'll skip the internet connection. No, we will not register with Microsoft because this is a over 20-year-old operating system. It lost support almost a decade ago. So this is done. No, this computer will not connect to the internet. No, we will not register with Microsoft or that good stuff. And we're done with this one. And this one is finally done. So we'll restart that one. And it looks like this one appears to be stuck on the computer name. Yeah, because sometimes that process sometimes can take ages. Ages to go through. And this one is ready for its 3rd disk. And This one already lost its activation status. Lovely. Alright, well, let's boot this one into safe mode. And it just froze. It just froze. Wonderful. So here, let's take a look at the 1300G while the others wrap up their installation. So there's that same Acer thing from Vista and RTM of 7. So this one is jam-packed. So this one's got Cyberlink DVD, label print, it's got the eMachines documentation and some games already installed. Bejeweled 2, Build-A-Lot 2, Chuzzle Deluxe, Dream Chronicles 2, Fate, Polar Bowler, Golfer, Pool, The Price is Right, oh yes, my favorite, and Virtual Villagers. But I'm assuming all of these are trials. And yes, you have to accept the Wild Tangen agreement before launching for the first time. And then there's the eMachines games along with the standard ones from XP. It's got Google Desktop, a 60-day trial of Office 2007, because this was a time when certain OEMs continued to bundle Windows XP considering the negative perception of Vista. There's Microsoft Works, it's got Norton, Walmart Music Downloads, Walmart Photo Center. So eMachines, I think, bundled with made an agreement with like Walmart or something. And it's even got Windows Live on here as well. However, it doesn't have Live Movie Maker because XP already has a Movie Maker built in. Right up here. It's got Earthlink, Adobe Reader 9, PowerPoint Viewer 2007, Task Launcher, NetZero. So that's really all this has got. This, I'm guessing, is Price is Right 2010. Yeah, there's also an eBay shortcut on the desktop there. And there's the background that we saw last time with the Bliss with the eMachines logo. And there's the Google search at the bottom on the taskbar. And this one is still trying to load its out-of-box experience. And this one hasn't even gone through its setup, so we may be in a very similar scenario. We're sorry, but the application encountered a fatal error and it must quit. A graphic adapter error does not have enough video memory. Well, yeah, it's because there aren't proper video drivers on this. We hope you enjoyed. Well, the game didn't even start, that's the problem. And I saw it installed a toolbar in Internet Explorer, which is probably going to make us go through that wizard. But let's see what service pack this is. I can tell it's an up-to-date Internet Explorer. So it's got to be Service Pack 1. And the M2350 is finally in its out-of-box experience. So we'll hit next on that. And I see another one is done. Oh, this is Service Pack 3 actually. It actually came with Service Pack 3. Interesting. I mean, that is the case. Considering it is 2007, Service Pack 3 was the latest. And it was the last Service Pack that XP received before Microsoft ended support for it. So yeah, that's really what this is. So let's turn this guy off. And the E528 is the definite oddball here because that is Windows 7 and not XP like we've been seeing with a lot of them. Alright, let's continue with this one. Yeah, because sometimes out-of-box experiences like XP can take a while. And the T6216 is on the system preparation phase. So it's installing clients and everything like that. Set this for Central Time. Yes, I accept the terms and conditions of XP Home. We'll skip this part. And the 140 is still trying to log in. It still says welcome. Oh no, this is where I tried to restart it, but it locked up. So yeah, that's probably gonna come in last. And this one I can't even get the setup to start. Otherwise then, I think that's it for XP, so we'll just wait for the others to finish. And that did not take too much time at all. As I see, the 3216 is doing software updates, and once all that's done, then it'll launch the out of box. I can definitely hear the music in this one. We're in the Central Time Zone. This is the agreement for XP Home. That's the agreement from eMachines. Yes, turn on updates even though they don't work anymore. We'll skip the computer name. And the 6216 is now launching to the out-of-box. This computer will, just connect directly. But no, I'm not ready to register with eMachines or Microsoft. Not interested in AOL, even though it comes pre-installed. And we are done with that one. Looking at the E528, it's on 18 to 23 right now. It's on Live Essentials. And I'll go ahead and resize this since this is done. So right away, this looks about as similar to that other one. If I go to System Properties, it is on Service Pack 2 pre-installed. And there's that proactive support message we saw last time. So taking a look, the Adobe Reader 6, it's got that big fix thing we took a look at. There's AOL 9. This is the Nero, the documentation. It's got Money 2004. Microsoft Works, Norton. It's got QuickTime, Real Player, and then Office PowerPoint 2003, and MSN and Carta. Again, there's that big fix thing, which we know no longer works. Yeah, that's the discontinuation message we took a look at. So we know what happened here. So that's about it for this one. So we'll turn it off. And we'll start the 6216s out of box. So we are in Central Time. Accept the agreements of both. Turn on automatic updates. We'll skip the computer name, which only 2 out of these 3 so far have gotten stuck on. Alright, looks like this one gets past it. This computer will just connect directly. No to both. Not interested in America Online 9, which I think is pre-installed on here. And now we'll head this one to the desktop. Meanwhile, the 528 is just about done. It's now cleaning up all the temporary files, and then we'll launch into the Windows 7 out-of-box experience. So there we go. So let's take a look at this one here. Yep, it's got America Online 9 in a much different layout. So this is about so this is just like what we saw in that other one. So it's got Power DVD and special games. It's got McAfee, Digital Image Starter Edition 2006. So this must be a new one. Upgrade now. Shh. Let's just open the Starter Edition. Welcome to Digital Imaging. To begin the tour, click any selection. And this just tells you about what this program does. So pretty much you could open photos, and I guess this is kind of like Photoshop. Really, you can see. I suppose this is like Adobe Photoshop. However, this is Microsoft's take on it. And it's also got that system recovery information, Real Player, Napster, which I believe is a digital audio program. There's Encarta and Works. So yeah, this is what I figured it'd be. So it's an audio program. And this box looks blank right now. It was supposed to be a sign-in. It was supposed to be a sign-in page. But yeah, this is what you think it is. It's an alternative to Windows Media Player. So yeah, that's really what this eMachines is. This should be Service Pack 2. Yes, it is. So that's it for this one. So now we're left with just this one, and so I guess we're just left with the E528 and 4 other problematic ones. 2 of which are stuck on the computer screen, the computer name portion of the out-of-box. One of them is refusing to restart. One of them is refusing to start the installation. And then, of course, the other is trying to clean stuff up. Alright, so I let the song run, and apparently it still doesn't want to get past those. So, just going to end it there with those. But at the same time on this eMachines, I'm going to go ahead and start the out-of-box experience on this one. Here, let me start the task manager and that launch program. This cleanup's going to take forever. There we go, got it. And now to launch it to the out-of-box experience, and I will just go ahead and shut down the other 2. Although I believe that these machines are going to be very similar to those other ones that we just saw. And I can tell that this eMachines comes with Windows 7 Home Premium pre-installed. Not sure if it's RTM or Service Pack 1, but I'm guessing it's Service Pack 1. Here, I'm gonna try to get this one to shut down. It looks like it's refusing. And this one doesn't want to shut down either. So, yeah, so I'd say 4 eMachines definitely failed on this one, but still, once again, we got 6 of them in. Alright, so here we go. This is the out-of-box experience in Windows 7, and then there's those eMachines branding. So I'll name this one E528. And yes, this is 7 Home Premium RTM with no service packs at all. We use recommended settings. We're in the central time zone, and because there's no network card, it just skips the network part, and now we are going to the desktop. So there's the very familiar eMachines lock screen and that clock in the center, like we saw with many of those Acers in previous episodes. And that's it, we're at the desktop. However, that Acer launch thing is still running now that I've taken it out of system preparation. I'm gonna go ahead and start the task manager on it and end that launch program so we can look at this install of Windows 7. There we go, the Acer launch tool, and we will end task. It like goes so fast. I have only like a split second to do it. Yeah, because here, since this is on a virtual machine, no proper drivers are installed, but you know what? It doesn't matter. If the proper drivers aren't installed, I don't care about that. So let's take a look at what this RTM copy of Windows 7 has. It's got Adobe Reader 9. It has Office 2010, which I'm guessing is a starter. Yep, this is Office 2010 Starter Edition. And I see it's got all the live essentials. We'll look at them all. Yep, there they all are. Live call, mail, messenger, movie maker, all that stuff. Nothing's in the startup folder as usual, and there's the installer for Skype that Acer's been bundling. Here's NTI's Media Maker library. And there's Backup Now version 5. So this must be a newer version. It's got Norton Online Backup and Internet Security. These are the usual maintenance tools in Windows 7. And there's the Intel stuff. And it does come with a bunch of preloaded games. It's got this thing's kind of lagging a bit. There we go. So it's got 18 Wheels of Steel, Agatha Christie, Bejeweled 2, Blackhawk Striker 2, Build-A-Lot 2, Chuzzle Deluxe, and there's the Club Penguin that we saw last time. No, we didn't. There's the Club Penguin that we saw in those Packard Bells. Diner Dash 2, and it's even got Dora's Carnival Adventure. Yeah, because I'm guessing Dora was still popular at the time. Anyway, Fate, Jewel Quest, John Deere, Penguins. Really, I think these are the same games that we saw in those Packard Bells. And this is pretty much a backup tool, so that's really what this is. And then looking at the rest of the stuff, there's the accessories in Windows 7. These are the eMachines things, the documentation, the games. So really that's what it is. You must be online to view images, so I guess it downloads images to the system. However, again, there's no proper network card installed. And then this registration card is what we should have seen at the end of the out-of-box experience. Alright, so we are back on the eMachines 140, and I have loaded it in safe mode, again because the activation timer ran out. But let's take a look around this install and see what it's got. And boy, it's got a lot. So we have Adobe Reader 5 on here. We got AOL 6, American Online 6, and it's got CompuServe 2000, version 6.0. And yeah, that's for hardware changes, because CompuServe was installing its drivers. But pretty much CompuServe is just like America Online, really. So eMachines has its own Power DVD, like we saw And it's even got Microsoft Interactive Training. It's got interactive training courses for Windows XP and Microsoft Works. So if I go to... So here's the interactive training for Works 6.0. And we can still run it even in safe mode. However, there won't be any audio because none of the drivers work in safe mode. So that's about Microsoft Works. Because none of the other eMachines actually came with an interactive training thing, but then there's the other stuff that we saw in the other eMachines. Microsoft Press has the full interactive training program, which I believe shows both courses. This is the one for Microsoft Works. The XP one is its own thing, and it's got Netscape as well. So that's really what this is. So that is going to do it for this episode. So in the next one, we are going to be taking a look at even more eMachines as our Packard Bell eMachines mini-series continues. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.